Iraqis always lived together for centuries with no such situation that they are passing through right now. Sometimes there are some differences, problems, they fight, but they never annihilate each other. And this beheading things or killing Iraqis due to their identity, that was never a part of Iraqi culture or Iraqi history. But they were grateful that we contributed to remove these psychological barriers and the rumors that were flying around that the Iraqis are targeting each other, and actually, as we hear through the mainstream media, that Iraq is involved, Iraqi people are involved in a sectarian or a civil war. This kind of successful projects, actions that you never hear about in the mainstream media to tell you the Iraqis are capable to restore the bind between themselves, and despite the tremendous effect, the negative effect of the war and occupation, they still communicating with each other to demonstrate unity, humanity, and friendship, and give us the sense of community where it started thousands of years ago in Mesopotamia. But we are not informed enough in this country to receive the facts as it is on the ground in Iraq, and that's what I'm doing when I come here to tell you what's going on, rather than you don't hear this by the mainstream media or other politicians who lacks the information, lacks the facts and what's going on in Iraq. And Mr. McCain, Mr. Bush, anybody who claims that the surge is working in Iraq, I would like to extend an open invitation to come and visit me in Najaf, which is relatively safer than Baghdad and other hot spots in Iraq, to be courageous enough and be in the street, interact with regular Iraqis, knock the doors and sit with a regular Iraqi family and see how the situation is. Not traveling and going in the green zone, that what Mr. McCain is bragging about, blaming Obama is not being in Iraq only once in 2003. I want to see Mr. McCain without the body-armed vest, without the helicopter that's flying over his head, without hundreds of bodyguards and US Army that's protecting him when he walks in the street. Then tell me the surge is working, and I believe it. The surge, I looked up in the dictionary, and I found the meaning of it means a flood of things. And the Iraqi case, flood of army, flood of bullets, of tanks, air jets, fight jets, and floods of many things that raised up the cost of the war in Iraq up to $12 billion a month. $12 billion a month, that makes the cost of Iraq $720 million a day. And as I speak, each minute cost us $500,000 in Iraq, the war. The debts that the government, this administration created, which is over $2 trillion, added to the current debts that the US is having. We think that we own the world. Actually, we owe the world.